Yeah, so dear students, good morning. I think I am audible and visible to everybody. Yeah, Bansi, Milani, Margi, Shital, Nutangi, Bhargavi, I think I am audible and visible to everybody. Jinal, Shruti, Mona, Vedehi, Neha, Malhar, Mirali, Jinal Maratna, Juhi Goswami, Govil, Patel Nidhi, Rushti, Vishwa, Tulsi, Nidhi, Drishti, Vritika, Dipali, Prushti, Dhara. नीलम्बा प्रियंका भगिया कृष्णा अभिमानी बंसी अंजलि देव भव्या good morning everybody. So now currently 24 students are watching my live. Either it is the physical class or online class, in starting 5 minutes or 10 minutes is disturbed everywhere, because I can see only 24 students are watching me live, although the strength of the class is 50. So maybe some people are facing the issue to join the class. Just wait for a few more minutes so that everybody can join, then we can start our lecture. Number is slowly increasing, it's 27. Once it is crossed 40, we will start the lecture. Till then, we are waiting. Muskan, Vaidehi, good morning. Dhruvi, good morning. Drishti Patel, good morning. Ashka Lonagaria, good morning. Yeah, so number is increased now, reach up to the threshold, and now it is 40. So now we can start our lecture, right? So now 40 students are watching me live. So yesterday we just started the introduction of statistics, what statistics is all about. So in starting we discussed about the introduction of the stat. What is statistics? It is all about the data, the collection of the data. The For better connectivity, I can off my video so that whole screen you can watch. So we discussed that the collection of the data, organization or classification of the data, then presentation of the data, and finally analysis and interpretation of the data. So this is the 4-line, the simple definition of the statistics. And then we discussed what data is all about. That I told you that any qualitative or quantitative figure is known as data. If it cannot be expressed in the form of the numerics, that is known as qualitative data. And if you express in the form of the number, it is known as quantitative data. One more thing I told you, that if the data comes only in the form of the integer, there is no decimal place, so that is known as simply discrete data. And if numbers are decimals are there, decimal may be there, just like your height, your weight in kilogram. Suppose someone is 50.1 kilogram, 49.5 kilogram, right? So that comes in the form of the decimal also. So that type of data is known as basically continuous. So once you measure the data, usually data comes in the discrete form, and once you measure the data, something you take the reading of anything, then in that case continuous data may be, right? So then if I told you certain things about the statistics, like statistics simplify the complexity, present facts in very definite form, and it always helps in the formulation of suitable policies by government. It also helps to run our family also, because as per the income, your parents plan the financial planning of family, right? What they have to purchase, how much they have to spend over, for what purpose, right? So that's how, based on our data, the previous data and all, we formulate the things how we can run our family. Facilitate comparison and helps in forecasting. I told you that with the help of statistics, you can go for that comparison. Obviously, you can compare. And I give the example of the forecasting, that how much in next month, how much people are going to be admitted in the hospital due to corona, right? So this is the total statistical modeling. So I told you that studies have pervaded almost all sphere of human activities. Maybe it is administration of various state, maybe administration of industry, business, economics, research work, banking, insurance companies, etc. So a lot of examples I have given. Then I told you that what is the limitation of statistics. So I told you that, for example, just for example, if everybody's height is 5 feet, then is there any meaning of calculation of average height? There is no meaning at all, right? So whenever there is the variability in the data, then only statistics can help you out something. If there is if there is uniformity, then there is no meaning of statistics. Second, I told you that, say for example, if I say the average height of your class, the M.Sc BT semester 1 or M.Sc Micro sem 1 is 5 feet. So overall you come to know that the average height of your entire class is 5 feet. But it doesn't mean that each of you have the height of 5 feet, right? So actually the statistics tells you the data of whole class, not for the individual. That's why the line have been written here. The statistics deal with only aggregate or group and not with individual object. I think my voice is very clear to you. If you feel any kind of a difficulty, please let me know over chat. Right. And the last point I told you, that the statistical results are never exact. It can be misused also. If the wrong data reach to the government policies, the benefit of the government policies will not reach to the end person, right? So statistical data can be misused also. Like in last 2 to 3 days, the data is going about the TRP scam. No? TRP scam, certain channels are they are doing the malpractices to get the TRP. That is what? That is all about the statistics. How many people are watching a particular channel at a particular time? So based on that, those channels which are watched by the maximum number of people, they are getting the maximum number of advertisement, the maximum money. So there is the what? There is the TRP scam is going on, that is in news everywhere, right? So statistics, what I want to say that statistics is never accurate, it is not exact, and that can be misused also. Alright. Now we are going to read about what biostat. I told you that is statistics, whatever statistics you are reading, whatever formula you are reading, the same formula is going to be learned by the business people. Business, I mean the business, once I say the business people means the person of MBA, the finance, the marketing, the HR, the person from pharmacist, the person from biotechnology, microbiology, or any sphere of the life. Everybody use the statistics. So what biostat is? The application of simple with the branch of stat concerned with mathematical facts and data related to the biological events. So once you solve any biological problem with the help of statistics, that is simply known as biostatistics. Biostatistics have two branches, and both the branches we are going to read in future. कोई आरती जास्त something particular data use ना हो सके हो इसके लिए. But I am not getting a question. Gohil Aarti, can you elaborate it? I did not understand your question. Can you please elaborate? I am waiting for your question. You please elaborate your question so that I understand. Or else if you are feeling the difficulty to type, better you do one thing. You on the WhatsApp you record a voice and send on the WhatsApp chat so that I can listen and I can answer it. That is also the option with you. I am continuously watching the WhatsApp also. So whatever question you have, you can record it through your voice. If you are unable to type, I will listen it and I will try to answer it. I am continuously monitoring your chat and WhatsApp messages as well. Yeah. Okay. So until she asks the question, let me tell you about the branches of the. Okay. हाँ. So Gohil is Aarti is asking कोई particular research data misuse ना हो सके इसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए? No, nothing can be done. Nothing can be done. Misuse करना या ना करना, it depends on the ethics of the person. Say for example, if a gun is made for defense, right? Or that depends who have the gun. Say for example, if a gun is with security personnel, the gun is with army personnel, we are safe. We don't have to afraid. But if a gun is in the hand of the terrorist, then definitely we have to afraid. There is no option. So no one can use the statistical data, so there is no way. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि कौन यूज कर पाएगा और कौन नहीं यूज कर पाएगा. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, डिपेंड करता है कि भाई किसकी मोरालिटी कैसी है, डेटा को कैसे फॉल्सिफाई करता है. और रिसर्च में डेटा फॉल्सिफाई ना हो पाए इसके लिए व्यवस्था है कि if someone is publishing a research paper, so obviously that is in the public domain, right? Suppose if I say something, if I am working with the corona disease, right? I am doing the research on the corona, and something I publish. So obviously, no one can misuse it. So my publication will not be done until there is not a review of the paper. So suppose I have written something, then definitely that is not going to appear in the public domain. So for that, what I have to do? First, I have to contact with the journal. Journal will send my manuscript to the reviewer. 4 to 5 people will review it. They will analyze your data. They will look after your data, whether your data is genuine or I am falsifying. So once they will catch it that I am falsifying it, obviously they will recommend to journal not to publish my research paper. So obviously my paper will not be available in the public domain. So that's why the statistical misuse can be stopped. And the second way, anyhow, if I manage, the reviewer have not put it their attention, right? Anyhow, if I manage to publish my data in the journal, so again there is the chances the readers, obviously the researchers who are reading, or the scientists who are reading my research papers, they can claim that this data is wrong. So they can put the objection. Okay, that is known as one terminology is there. The terminology is known as conflict of interest. So if I publish my paper anyhow, I managed to publish the data. So you can raise the objection that this data is wrong and this is not possible. You can raise your comments. Let me tell you my example. Let me give you the real time example. 4 to 5 years before, I gone through a paper. The paper was related with the XMRV, xenotropic murine leukemia virus. Right? One virus is there, xenotropic murine leukemia virus. All right. So there was the one paper in the virology. Journal name was Virology, I think. So there is the one paper. So though the authors were reporting that XMRV is the virus which is responsible for prostate cancer in male. So paper was very interesting. So I got from the internet and I started reading. Then I gone through the certain analysis. Then anyhow I concluded that it is not possible to cause the prostate cancer by XMRV. As per my conclusion, as per my analysis, it was not possible. So what I did, I just written the minor research project to UGC that I want to conduct this particular research. You please provide us the fund. So UGC sanctioned the money, that was around 3 lakh rupees. So then I contact to in Rajkot, the cancer hospital, I think you know. The superintendent of that hospital was Dr. Gupta something. So I contact to him to provide the sample of the prostate cancer people. So with the ethical permission and all, we could manage the permission, and we have taken the sample of more than 50 patients who were suffering from the prostate cancer. Then I designed one primer. The primer, PCR primer, I designed for the XMRV virus, right? Then we taken the urine sample, and from the urine sample tried to isolate the RNA, then make the cDNA, because RNA is degradable. So we made the cDNA copy, and with that particular primer I tried to amplify, because if XMRV is responsible for that particular that prostate cancer, then that in urine sample XMRV should be there. So if I could put the primer, then that PCR should show the amplification, right? So I run all the samples in the PCR, but I could not get a single amplification. So what was my conclusion? My conclusion was that in India, especially in the Rajkot, that XMRV is not responsible. We could not find any single virus in the urine of patients suffering from prostate cancer. So such kind of research was conducted in many countries, and everybody came up to conclusion that it is not possible. So around 10 to 20 is not responsible for it. Then what happened? The journal sent the mail to the author, those who published the paper, and then they came up in the front of the public. They released a statement that actually the author said that actually the work was done by my student, and wrongly the sample was mixed with the one sample student. Some other students were working on the monkey. Murine means monkey. So that sample was, the human sample was mixed with the monkey, right? So that's why the XMRV infection was there. So they interrogated and they retracted the paper. So now that can't be misused. All right. So for now stopping the misuse, this is the way. At least the statistical data cannot be misused. One more example I would like to quote you. Since this is the starting lectures, so maximum discussion we can do. There is one report about the scam of diabetes. I think Gohil Arti, did you understand my explanation? Arti? Can you respond, please? I can see many people who are joining the class, Puspit, Praval, and teach only. Beta, this is not the class for you. Actually, the students who are preparing for NEET, they are also joining the live classes. बेटा ये आपके काम का नहीं है, ये MSc के लिए है. और अभी हम MSc बायोटेक्नोलॉजी और माइक्रोबायोलॉजी के बच्चों को पढ़ा रहा हूँ. तो आपका टाइम जो है नीट वालों के लिए वो शाम को 5 से 6 आता है बच्चों, आपके लिए नहीं है ये. So the students from MSc Biotechnology and MSc Microbiology, please join the class. Others may leave, ये आपके काम का नहीं है बच्चा, है ना. आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा बायोटेक और माइक्रो वालों को लग रहा होगा कि सर क्या बोल रहे हैं. मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि मैं सोशल सर्विस करता हूँ और आई एम टारगेटिंग द रूरल स्टूडेंट्स, जो गांव के बच्चे हैं जिनके पास अच्छी फैकल्टी नहीं है पढ़ाने के लिए. सो आई हैव अ ग्रुप ऑफ सच स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 11th 12th हु आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नीट. तो उनको मैं TTS ट्यूसडे थर्सडे एंड सैटरडे 5 to 6 PM लाइव उनको जैसे आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ वैसे उनको पढ़ाता हूँ फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. देयर इज नो फीस. सो दिस इज द नेशन सर्विस फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट टू द स्टूडेंट्स who residing in the remote areas and those who don't have the such infrastructure and good teachers. तो आपके भी घर में अगर कोई बच्चा है जो नीट की तैयारी कर रहा है तो उसको मैं बायो के लिए उसको बोल सकते हो आप. ट्यूसडे थर्सडे एंड सैटरडे वो मेरी क्लास लाइव क्लास ज्वाइन कर सकता है. आई विल कवर होल बायोलॉजी सिलेबस इन 1 year फॉर द नीट. आपको भी अपने नॉलेज के लिए बढ़ाना है, अगर आपको नीट के लिए पढ़ना है तो आप भी पढ़ सकते हो. यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम. यू कैन लॉग इन 5 to 6 TTS ट्यूसडे थर्सडे एंड सैटरडे. आपके घर में भी आपके रिलेशन में कोई बच्चा है तो उसको चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने को बोलिए और he or she कैन ज्वाइन द क्लास फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. देयर इज नो मनी, देयर इज नो फीस. जब ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन के नाम पे लोग लाखों रुपए चार्ज कर रहे हैं, मैं फ्री में अपनी सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज को निभाते हुए गांव के एंड बच्चे तक मैं अपनी सर्विस पहुंचाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. सो जो MSc में बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं उनको आपको भी नॉलेज कुछ अपना रिफ्रेश करना हो तो यू कैन ज्वाइन बिटवीन 5 to 6 इफ यू आर फ्री देन. ओके, एनीवेज. तो मैं एक और बात बच्चों बताता हूँ. एक बहुत बड़ा स्कैम चल रहा था, हालांकि पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म पे मुझे बात नहीं करना चाहिए, बट स्टिल आई एम टेलिंग यू विदाउट टेकिंग द नेम ऑफ द एनी कंपनी. सो क्योंकि ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ यूट्यूब पे लाइव रहने वाला है, सो इसीलिए मैं किसी का नाम नहीं ले रहा हूँ. सो देयर इज द स्कैम ऑफ डायबिटीज, राइट. सो प्रीवियसली पहले ऐसा था कि डायबिटीज सिर्फ उनको हम बोलेंगे, डायबिटिक पेशेंट सिर्फ उनको बोलेंगे जिनका जो फास्टिंग का ब्लड शुगर है वो 100 तक जाएगा. 100 तक फास्टिंग ब्लड शुगर अगर 100 के नीचे है ना, तो वो नॉर्मल है. अगर 100 मैं गड़बड़ कर रहा हूँ, दोबारा से बता रहा हूँ. अभी जो आज की डेट में जो स्टैंडर्ड है वो दिखाई पड़ रहा है कि आपका जो ब्लड शुगर है फास्टिंग में 90 to 110 के आसपास होना चाहिए. तो 90 to 110 के बाद में जब होना चाहिए आज की डेट में स्टैंडर्ड है, तो इसको पहले ऐसा था कि इतना थोड़ा जगह, मतलब अगर कुछ लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं कि अगर किसी का 120 तक जा रहा है तो भी वो नॉर्मल है, वो डायबिटिक नहीं है. तो बाद में स्टैंडर्ड ऐसा रखा गया है स्टैटिस्टिकल रिसर्च के थ्रू कि नहीं, जिसका 110 के ऊपर है वो डायबिटिक है. अब आप खुद सोचिए कि अगर आप आज की डेट में अपना ब्लड शुगर चेक करवाते हो और आपका 110 आ गया तो आप तो पैनिक हो जाओगे ना. अगर 120 पहले मान के रखा था कि हमने 120 तक जाए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, अब अभी बोल दिया कि 110 है फिक्स है और आप में 110 आ गया तो आप तो पैनिक हो जाओगे, कहीं मुझे डायबिटिक तो नहीं होगा. तो डॉक्टर के पास भागोगे. डॉक्टर अगर आपको मेडिसिन देता है तो जब तक आपकी जिंदगी रहेगी तब तक आपको मेडिसिन खाना पड़ेगा. तो हर महीने की अगर 300 रुपए की दवाई खाते हो आप सिंपल, तो साल भर की 4000 हो गई. 25-30 साल तक और जी गए आप, कितना रुपया हो गया. ऐसे पूरी दुनिया में पॉपुलेशन कितनी है बच्चों. एक स्टेटमेंट से कितने डायबिटिक पेशेंट बढ़ जाएंगे और कंपनीज जो मेडिसिन बनाती हैं उनका कितना टर्नओवर बढ़ जाएगा, यू कैन इमेजिन. तो देयर इज ऑलवेज द लॉबी कि वो चाहते हैं कि कुछ ऐसा किया जाए. आई थिंक मेरा वीडियो चल रहा है ना बच्चों प्रॉपर. देयर इज द लॉबी, वो हमेशा प्रभावित करने की कोशिश करती है कि कुछ ऐसा किया जाए ताकि मैक्सिमम लोग डायबिटिक हो जाएं, या ऐसा उनको डिटेक्शन आ जाए तो वो पैनिक हो जाए और डॉक्टर्स के पास जाएं और मैल प्रैक्टिस के थ्रू कंपनी की सेल बढ़ जाए. तो इस तरह से भी स्टार्ट का यूज मिसयूज किया जा सकता है. दिस इज द पॉसिबिलिटी. तो आरती गोयल, आई थिंक देयर इज द लॉन्ग एक्सटेंशन ऑफ योर आंसर. and I think you are very clear about it. I think you understand how statistical data can be misused. Even a single statement of a doctor can affect the thousands of the people. तो इस तरह से रिसर्च में मेडिसिन में इसका मिसयूज हम कर सकते हैं. So now come to the point, the branches of the statistics. So there is two type of statistics. There is two branch of statistics. One is known as descriptive and another is known as inferential. If you have any problem, please ask the question. You're most welcome. I will try to answer you. Yeah, let me check it out. Okay. Mironi Kotak says, sir, your voice is breaking. Okay. I think it is stable now. I don't know. Is my voice is clear? Is my voice clear? Please do respond.